It all started with the newspaper article. Lost balloon, reward over 9,000.
Within the hour, I was on the road, and my journey began. Little did I know that the reward came with a price. After my first day on the path of adventure, I stopped at a tavern. Unfortunately, £4 is not enough money to get a room for the night.
No.
After being rejected, I somberly crossed the street to the Big Edward Bar. As I entered the bar, two cloaked figures caught my eyes. The partners, which I assume were brothers, both wore golden pocket watches. The watch resembled an equilateral rhombus, while the second brother's pocket watch resembled an equilateral rectangle. I'm not a bad man, but desperate times call for desperate measures. I casually walked in by the man at the counter. As I reached for the shorter brother's pocket watch, his partner grabbed my wrist. The bloke must have been at least 7 feet tall, for when he grabbed me by the collar, I was lifted straight off my feet. Look who we have here, Victor, a common petty thief.
I didn't want to come here. After all, a crowded event is a pickpocket's playground.
To intimidate them, I lit the match and brought it close to the opening of the bottle. I gained a false sense of confidence as I saw Victor stumble back. While my attention was on Victor, his companion came out of nowhere and struck me in the gut. Oh! The bottle and the lit match flew out of my hand, and within seconds, the whole bar was on fire. In the commotion, I reached and grabbed a burning hot trapezoid and smashed into the big guy's face. The same trapezoid that branded his face also left an identical mark on my hand. I dashed the exit effortlessly, dodging flaming tables and chairs. As I sprinted, I heard behind me the voice of a man who I just scarred for life. We'll meet again! In a nearby alleyway, I grinned as I emptied the contents of my singed pockets. I pulled out the letter I got from the man's pocket. It read, "To Victor and Harrison. In order to get the reward, bring the subject to the perpendicular Gothic-style building named after Her Majesty. Be punctual at the witching hour. It is critical that the subject makes it in good condition." The letter was signed by the Square Alliance Council. On the letter, there was a square symbol with their motto: "An equilateral and equiangular quadrilaterals we trust." I sat down and pondered about the letter. I thought and asked myself about the perpendicular Gothic-style building. Then I realized it was Victoria Tower, named after Queen Victoria.
Of course! After all, we are in the Victorian era. Of course, the right angles formed by perpendicular lines must have given it away.
Unfortunately, it would be hard to get there, for the Victorian Tower stands at the House of Lords at the end of the Palace of Westminster. When the sun rose above London the next morning, I devised a cleverly plotted out plan. I spent the day getting the necessary supplies. First, a grappling hook. And next, some rounds of my revolver, just in case. After all, it was likely that I would encounter Harrison Victor again.
Mister, you forgot your hat.
Posters with my face are already popping up all over the city. They read, "Man branded with a quadrilateral with one pair of parallel sides." I never didn't say any of those things, but... At 10 o'clock, I started scaling the west side of the Victorian Tower. Under the cloak of darkness, I ascended the side of the building without attracting too much attention. As I reached the top of the tower, I noticed the lost balloon. It was right on schedule. As I reached for the balloon, for the large sum of... Now you're gonna pay, punk. No! 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 No!
Don't worry, you'll be fine. That is, if you leave now. Okay. The treasure! Yes! Over $9,000! Yes! I got all the treasure! Yes! It's finally mine!
Now take the money, boys. You've done well, my little guinea pig. Harrison and I have been guiding you subliminally throughout every step of your journey. You heard the word reward, you carried out an action for him. Although, the last fight wasn't supposed to end like that. You were letting you win and then you pulled out your stupid gun. Now take all the money, boy.
Wait, you can't do this!
Yes,
You can't do this!
Don't cry over what is gone, but smile at what remains, even if you have nothing. Even if all you have is your life.
I hate you!
Long.